Hi kids. In today's session you are going to learn about the continuation of the contributions of Indian economic thinkers. In this one now you are going to learn about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was the architect of the Indian Constitution. Ambedkar writings included the Ancient Indian Commerce. His thesis was published as the evolution of provincial finance in British India. Ambedkar thesis on provisional decentralization of imperial finance in British India was accepted for the MSc degree in 1921, and his thesis, The Problem of the Rupee, was accepted for the award of the DSc degree by the London School of Economics in 1923. Now we will learn the main economic ideas of Ambedkar. First, financial economics. Ambedkar divided the evolution of provisional finance into three stages: budget by assignment, budget by assigned revenue, and budget by shared revenues. Next one is the agricultural economics. Ambedkar published a paper in 1918, Small Holding in India and their Remedies, and also he made a fine distinction between consolidation of holdings and enlargement of holdings. Next one is the economics of caste. Ambedkar believed that caste was an obstacle in social mobility. He was of the firm view that individuals must be free to change their occupations. The caste system has resulted in the absence of social democracy in India as distinct from political democracy. Next one is the economics of socialism. He advocated the nationalization of all key industries and suggested state ownership of land and collective farming. He was for state monopoly of insurance business. Not only that, he advocated compulsory insurance for each and every citizen. Next, what the ideas given by J.C. Kumarappa. J.C. Kumarappa actually he supported the Gandhian economics. He supported Gandhi's notion of village industries and promoted village industries associations. As well as Kumarappa worked to combine Christian and Gandhian values of trusteeship, non-violence, and a focus on human dignity and development in place of materialism as the basis of his economic theories. Kumarappa rejected the emphasis on material development, competition, and efficiency in free market economies. Historian Ramachandra Guha calls Kumarappa the Green Gandhian. Next, V.K.R.V. Rao. What is said about the economics? We will see that. National income methodology. First is said about the national income methodology. V.K.R.V. Rao attempted to develop the national income concepts suited to India and developing countries generally, and also to analyze the concepts of investment, savings, and the multipliers in an underdeveloped economy. And also he attempted to study the compatibility of the national incomes of industrialized and underdeveloped countries. Next, international food aid. Rao was influential in creating ideas and shaping policy in the international attack on world poverty. And also, he made the questions of international aid and improved flows of external resources. Next one is the support for socialism. During the early phases of planning in India, Rao supported the case of a socialist India, where the state would control the commanding heights of the economy and the public sector would play a dominant role in economic development. Rao's views on industrialization. Rao gave some reasons for low per capita income and low levels of per capita nutrition in India. What are they? Uneconomic holdings with subdivisions and fragmentation, low levels of water availability for crops, excess population pressure on agriculture due to the absence of a large industrial sector, absence of capital, absence of autonomy in currency policy, and in general in monetary matters encouraging holding of gold. These are all the reason for the low per capita income of a country. Next, village clusters. Rao felt that rural communities had to be given a viable base. Therefore, he suggested that a cluster of villages should form a unit for rural development so that both social and economic interactions between villages could develop, and also they could effectively generate and fashion their own development with a more meaningful participation by people. Investment income and multiplier. Rao's examination of the interrelation between investment, income, and multiplier in an underdeveloped economy was his major contribution to macroeconomic theory. V.K.R.V. Rao followed the footsteps of his great teacher John Maynard Keynes. Institution builder. He founded three national level research institutes, namely Delhi School of Economics, Institute of Economic Growth, and Institute for Social and Economic Change. Next, you are going to learn about Amartya Kumar Sen. Amartya Kumar Sen, he was a Nobel Prize winner. What are his economic ideas? Poverty and famines. Since Poverty and Famines, an essay on entitlement and deprivation is both the theoretical and an applied work. In the book, several famines have been studied in the working of a general theoretical framework from an original angle. He examined various meanings of poverty and drew attention to the incidence of absolute and relative deprivation. Poverty and inequality. Since major point has been that the distribution of income consumption among the persons below the poverty line is to be taken into account. The concept of capability. The concept of capability is developed by Sen as being cited as a better index of well-being than commodities or utilities. Entitlement. Sen has included the concept of entitlement items like nutrition, food, medical and healthcare, employment, security of food, supply in times of famine, etc. Choice of technique. Sen's choice of technique was a research work where he argued that in a labor surplus economy, generation of employment cannot be increased at the initial stage by the adoption of capital intensive technique. Amartya Sen focused only on the poor. Thank you, kids.